Hey, welcome to another episode of Freedom on Fire. I'm Robert Bob TV Brown. Today, I don't know where to go with this. I've given Donald Trump, the president, I've given him every option to prove himself not a racist. Gave him every option to denounce. No, don't get me wrong. He denounced David Duke in the past. He's denounced the Ku Klux Klan. Fine. Actions speak louder than words. He got rid of Bannon. He got rid of Bork, whatever his name, Pork, doesn't matter. Two racist white nationalists. He got rid of them because he didn't want that smear on his cabinet of a racist cabinet. He do work with some blacks that give it to him, some very small blacks in his organization. I've known Trump history here in New York City. He has worked well with black organizations. Well, whether he did it to get something out of the black community, I don't know. I'm not the judge and jury. I do understand that Trump was one of the person that gave money into Jesse Jackson's campaign and supported Jesse Jackson financially. I do understand that before he put his mouth on Obama, Trump was looked up as a hero for those who wanted to start businesses and become entrepreneurs. He had friends like Snoop and Mike Tyson, you name it, But then we start to see the real Donald Trump. The moment Barack Obama became the president of the United States. Oh, now it comes out. Well, we should have known this with the Central Park Five boys. The Central Park Five boys was some boys who were accused of rape. They got exonerated. Donald Trump ran them boys down in media, talked about them like a dog, all because of their color, and then couldn't care whether, and just assumed they were guilty with no real evidence. And had they went to jail, and he still to this day think they should still be in jail. Which brings to this point. This punk of a president, I called him a punk of a president, this coward of a president, and I know I got some Trump people on here. Look, I'm talking about at this moment, in this situation. This punk of a president, this coward, and don't get mad at me, I've talked about Obama the same way. In this situation, this move was a punk move and a coward move. Here is Sheriff Powell, or whatever his name, never gets his time to spend in a jail cell. This knucklehead is going to pardon him. Let me go ahead and read the article. This is from the New York Times, and it basically says this. Trump pardons Joe Payo, who became face of the crackdown on illegal immigration. Now, understand this. He was not the face of just cracking down on illegal immigration. He was the face of racism. He did not like blacks. He did not like Hispanics, or neither one of the two. Sure, he probably had black people working on his staff. But that don't make you not racist because you got black people working for you. Some of the biggest racists got black people working for you. Plantations owner had black people working for them. So that don't mean nothing. Let me read the article. President Trump on Friday pardoned Joe Payo. Now, most presidents don't put in pardon until like the end of their first term or when they're about to leave office and things like that. This dude does it in his first 6 months as president, or first 7 to 8 months as president. He does it. He lets him go, but run down the Central Park Five boys to this day, and they've been proven innocent. President Trump on Friday pardoned Joe Payo, the former Arizona sheriff whose aggressive effort to hunt down and detain undocumented immigrants made him a national symbol of the divisive politics of immigration and earned him a criminal contempt conviction. So he was convicted of a crime himself, criminal contempt. Now here's the deal. I guess Trump had to pardon him, because if that brother would spend some time in jail, he had it coming. He had it coming. Oh, Bad enough you're a cop and you end up going to jail anyway, but to be this guy. In 2-paragraph statements, the White House said that Mr. Arpaio gave years of admiral services to our nation, and they call him a worthy candidate for a presidential pardon. Really, dude? This dude just decided to support you. You know, like versus like. Hey, I'm going to support my fellow racists. Or I'm going to support somebody who I know got racial tendencies. Sees, I got to help this brother just come out the closet. But he's in the closet about his racism. Joe Arpaio is out of the closet, been out of the closet, and probably never been in the closet when it came to his racism. And for you to make this statement, Mr. President, and for the supporters who agree with this crap, shame on you. Because I got a friend that can stand next to somebody who got weed in his pocket. He don't have the weed. They can throw him in jail, make him do time, and he was just standing there. But this guy can't spend his time? He can't do the time? Years of admirable service. Year of oppressing and beating down immigrants. And years of oppression of beating down locals. Mr. Trump called Arpaio a marrying American patriot. Really, dude? What the hell is wrong with you, man? An American patriot? This man? Oh, then again, you got your boy over there with the cowboy hat, the black dude with the cowboy hat. Same thing. So you believe that police is who oppress people and beat them down and treat them like a slave, and treat them like they're in the what they call them in Germany? You believe those type of people should be rewarded. Dude is not an American patriot. So he tweeted, I'm pleased to inform you that I've just granted a full pardon to 85-year-old American patriot Sheriff Arpaio. He kept Arizona safe. In his own tweet, Mr. Arpaio thanked Mr. Trump and called his conviction a political witch hunt by holdovers from the Obama Justice Department. There you go, going to blame it on the black Justice Department. Obama's black, Eric Holder black. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There's certain thing about that department I don't like either. All right, they did nothing for black people, and they were in charge of law enforcement. You have the president, the leader of the land. You had Eric Holder, and you had what's her name? She's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, you had them two running as the chief law officers of the land. But for him to say it was a political witch hunt, dude, it wasn't a witch hunt. He also appointed his supporters to a website that was accepting donations to help him pay off his legal fees. Really? Oh, I'm done. Thank you, real Donald Trump, for seeing my conviction for what it is, a political witch hunt by holdovers in the Obama Justice Department. Now, what he'll try to do, he'll probably get this guy some job, and it's going to hard. You know, he was convicted, so he's not going to be able to get a job in the administration. But then again, if you pardon him of the conviction, I guess it exonerates your record, and he probably can't put him in a position in his administration. I also thank my loyal supporters who stood shoulder to shoulder with me in this fight and throughout my career. For those who are asking, Joe Arpaio, how they can't to help. A donation to help my legal fund go directly to paying legal fees for this fight. Dude got money. He's still asking for money. Mr. Trump, who made cracking down on illegal immigration the signature and campaign issue, and had pressed for local officials to do more to assist federal authorities in rounding up undocumented people, had been openly flirting with the idea of pardoning Arpaio. I won't do it tonight because I don't want to cause any controversy, the president said Tuesday at a campaign-style rally in Phoenix, after asking was Sheriff Joe convicted for doing his job. I make the prediction I think he's going to be fine, Mr. Trump said. Mr. Arpaio, 85, served for 24 years as the sheriff of Maricopa County, which includes Phoenix. building a national reputation of harsh condition in his county jail, which the other dude, the black dude with the hat, same thing with him. And for they treating the jail cell like they're prisoners of wars. And even prisoners of wars are getting better treatment from America than this. Arpaio had touted himself as America's toughest sheriff, making inmates wear pink underwear and serving jail food that at least some prisoners call inedible. He was also at the forefront of the so-called birther movement that aimed to investigate President Barack Obama's birth certificate. The criminal conviction grew out of a lawsuit filed a decade ago charging that the sheriff's office regularly violated the rights of Latinos, stopping people based on racial profile and detaining them based solely on suspicion that they were in the county illegally and turning them over to the immigration authorities. A federal district judge hearing the case ordered Mr. Arpaio in 2011 to stop detaining people based solely on suspicion of their immigration status when there were no evidence that the state law had been broken. But the sheriff insisted that his tactics were legal and that he would continue employing them. He was convicted last month of criminal contempt of court for defying the order of a misdemeanor punishable by up to 6 months in jail. The pardon was swiftly condemned by Twitter, by Democrats in Congress, as outrageous, completely unacceptable, and disgrace. His timing also raised eyebrows coming off the eve of Hurricane Harvey, Category 4 storm bearing down on the coast of Texas. Senator Chuck Schumer, Democratic of New York, and a minority leader accused Mr. Trump of using the cover of the storm to pardon Arpaio and the issue of formal ban on transgender people from joining the military. The ban also gives the Secretary of Defense wide latitude to decide whether currently serving transgender troops should remain in the military. The only reason to do these right now is to use the cover of Hurricane Harvey to avoid scrutiny, Mr. Schumer said in a series of tweets late Friday. So sad, so weak. All right, now I'm not gonna keep going this. You can go to the article, but the bottom line is this is Trump boy. This is homie. Arpaio. He like Arpaio thinking. He think all cops should be like him. Crack down on them, even though they innocent. Crack them down, and if you have to, probably crack their head. Throw their butt in jail. Don't give them crap. Make them wear pink underwear. Degrade them. Devalue them. Dehumanize them. Take away their courage, their pride. That's Arpaio. And that's Clark. And that's the way he want our law enforcement to be. And with him pardoning, other law officers going to think they could be the same way and think they're going to get the same pardon from Trump too. You're going to get people that's probably going to go around killing innocent people thinking they can get a pardon from Trump too. This is bad. This was a bad move, Mr. President. It was a punk move. It was a coward move. You make people do the time if they break the law. That's what you say, right? But no, it's okay for law officers. That wasn't meant for law officers. That was meant for regular people. They're people. Cops can break the law just like anybody else can break the law. Cops need to do the time just like anybody else need to do the time, including sheriff and including political figures. Regular people like us, we go to jail because our homeboy got a bag of weed in his pocket and I didn't know about it. But I'm riding in the car with him and I didn't know about it. I'm going to go to jail and then you're going to force me to do the time? But yet you're going to pardon this dude who harassed his department, forced people to harass Latinos, Mexicans, without even asking for proof, without giving them opportunity to show proof that they belong in this country. That's cowardice. You just made it official with me that you're a racist. Because you'll reward those who press minorities. Let them get off. You even make statements that I'm sure there are some nice people in the mix of them. But you'll condemn those who are fighting for real justice. Donald Trump, you pardon Joe Arpaio proves to me that you're racist and a punk and a coward. Why did I give you a chance? I don't know. I don't know. Now here's my disclaimer, everybody. You know me. I try to come with truth, justice, American way. I'm not about policies. I'm not about party politics. I'm not about supremacy and racism on no sides. And yes, there are multiple sides that preach racism. Black side, Mexican side, Hispanic side, white side. You can find elitists and supremacists in every culture. And I will come hard on them just like any other. This situation right here is you got a man who oppressed and pushed down minorities, threw a lot of them in jail on suspicion. They told him that he can't do that no more, and he said, I'm going to do it anyway. He was convicted, and he needed to do the time. But Trump did the same thing Comey did. You did the same thing Comey did. You weaked out. Pardon this man when he should have been doing the time. And you call yourself a better person than James Comey. Get out of here. Comey was a punk, and you're a punk. And I'm Bob TV. I'm Freedom on Fire. Why I can call him a punk? Based on his actions. These are punk moves. And only a punk know a punk move. I'm Bob TV. Freedom on Fire. Peace. Hey, this is your boy Bob TV with Freedom on Fire and Rob Report. I want to thank you for watching the webcast. Make sure you share these segments all across your social media network. Like and share, subscribe, and maybe invite a couple other people to do the same thing. You make the difference. I also want to thank you for those who support this channel through Patreon, whether it's 50 cents to $50 million. It goes right back into what we do here. So like the lights that you're looking at right now, that's because of something that you did. So I really appreciate it. I want to thank my man Vegimatic for the Blue Yeti mic, one of the top microphones out right now. He knew I needed the mic, so he blessed me with it. So all of you guys make the difference into this channel growing, and I really want to appreciate you for that. Also, by all means, again, continue to share your comments at the bottom of each video. Just don't get so visceral to the people who may disagree with me or may disagree with you. This calling out name stuff, that's not for this channel. So please try not to call people names, personal names. Now you can call some of the stuff they talk about crap. I say that, but just don't attack people personally. Words really hurt when you start attacking people personally, because these people really believe these things, and you're not gonna take away their belief by calling them names. So please don't do that on this channel. But nevertheless, I appreciate you guys. We're shooting for 2,000 now, so I need your help. So as my pastor would say, reach one, teach one. I mean, let's reach out. You got the information. Make sure you share with other people and try to get them to subscribe to the channel so we can grow and expand. I'm Bob TV. Freedom on Fire. Rob Report. Peace.